Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Explain America. I'm your host, Carmine Sabia, and former President Donald Trump has rocked the Republican Party and, well, people who are watching the primaries in general with a new announcement about his vice presidential pick. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. The former president sat down with former Fox News host Todd Starnes, who now has his own radio show, for an interview this week, and Starnes had some questions about Trump's vice presidential pick. Look, everybody's wondering. It's obviously not going to be Mike Pence, who has announced his candidacy for president, which kind of went over like the Hindenburg. But anyway, Trump's obviously not going to pick Mike Pence again. They have their issues and whatnot, and plus Pence is running for president. So who will he pick? Well, for a lot of people, the obvious choice was Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. He's number 2 in the polls, although a distant number 2, but still number 2, and usually that makes for a good marriage. The front runner, the guy who gets the pick, and the guy who's the runner-up, in this case, DeSantis. Now, that didn't work with, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Kamala was way behind. She was certainly not number 2 in the polls to him. So you have that, right? And then you have, Trump and DeSantis not having the greatest history, right? Well, Trump kind of made it official when he talked to Starnes. He said that he would never say never, but that it would be unlikely that he would pick DeSantis for vice president. So when pressed on the matter, Trump said, look, he was still, furious that DeSantis, who Trump helped get into the governorship in Florida. In fact, many would say, and be correct about it, if it was not for Donald Trump, DeSantis would not be governor. So he felt that it was a disloyal move by DeSantis. Now, you can agree or disagree with that, if you like, but Trump has a valid point in his argument. If you got national attention that puts you in line for the presidency, and I'm the one who got you that national attention, then probably the right thing to do would be sit this one out, endorse me, and then when it comes time for you in 4 years, I'll endorse you. And he probably, as he indicated in the interview with Starnes, he said he probably would have picked DeSantis for vice president had DeSantis not made that disloyal move. So it's very interesting. Did DeSantis really shoot himself in the foot by getting involved in this presidential race? Or is there a long play here by DeSantis where he doesn't want to be vice president, where he really thinks he can beat Trump? Now, you look at the polls, and it's unlikely anybody's even going to come close to beating Trump, including DeSantis. It just doesn't seem likely. He's so far ahead. He's so far ahead that at this point, if this was a boxing match, the referee would stop the fight. It's gone beyond just a regular, there's a 5-point gap in the polls. There's like a 30-point gap in the polls or more. So it's not something that can be easily made up by anybody in the race. Even if everybody else dropped out, it is unlikely that DeSantis could make up enough ground to really challenge Trump. So I think a lot of these guys that are in the race, and you just saw Chris Christie join, you just saw Mike Pence join, they don't have a chance. And what I wonder is, do they know they don't have a chance? Like, is this just a vanity project for them so they could write a book or increase their CNN appearances? Or I really don't know what they're trying to do. They have to know they have no chance. They have to know this. They can see the same polls that we see. So what is it that drives them? At least in DeSantis' case, you're like, well, he is in second place. He has double digits in the poll numbers. You could see why he would get in. I'm not saying he should have got in. You could see why. But the people with single digits, why? Why would you get in? And I think if this was just one-on-one Trump and DeSantis, Trump would probably beat him in a walk, regardless. Even one-on-one. And Trump is treating this like a one-on-one contest. He's not even paying attention to the other people in the race because he doesn't have to. He could really just walk into this nomination. He doesn't really have to go to the debate stage. He doesn't really have to campaign hard. He's Donald Trump. He's the former president. It's like being the champion in boxing. You have to beat the champion. The champion doesn't have to beat you. And Trump is essentially the champion of the Republican Party. So what I want to know is, what do you guys think about this? Who would you pick to be Trump's vice president in 2024? Let me know in the comments. Also, again, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.